Just right for Christmas. Just right for Christmas. And the Christmas meeting, the snow was falling as the king strolled around the market. What she see was a huge roll of beautiful bright red cloth. "Ooh," she said, "the cloth is so red, soft, and Christmassy. It'd be just right for the grand cloak for the princess." And so he thought, took it back to the castle. In the castle, the king's sewing maid snipped and sewed, and lunchtime they made a beautiful long cloak for the princess. The king was delighted. He wrapped it up in a golden paper and silver ribbon. "What shall we do with the scraps?" One of the sewing maids asked. "Oh, just bundle them up and put them outside the back door," said the king. Jenny, the castle kitchen maid, had finished work for the day. "What should you see on the way but a big bundle of beautiful bright red scraps?" "Ouch," said Crab, "the cloth is so red and soft and Christmassy, it would be just right to make a jacket for Ma." When Jenny got home, she snipped and sewed. By dinner time, she made a pretty red jacket for Ma. She was very happy, and she wrapped it up in red paper with a green ribbon. Then she bundled up the little scraps and put them outside the back door so she wouldn't see them. Peter Badger trotted past Jenny's house. What would see is a little bundle of beautiful bright red scraps. "Oh," she said, "the cloth is so red and soft, Christmassy, it would just be right for the hat for the paw." When Bertie got home, he snipped and sewed, and by the time the clock was striking 6, he made a nice red hat for the paw. He smiled and he wrapped up in some brown paper and tied it to a string. Then he bundled up the tiny scraps and put the outside door back. Okay. Samuel Squirrel bounded past Bernie's house. Suddenly he stopped. What would you see? It was a tiny bundle of beautiful bright red scraps. "Oh, the cloth is so red and soft and Christmassy that it would just be right to make a pair of gloves for my wife." When Samuel got home, he snipped and sewed. By the time the moon was rising, he made a beautiful pair of gloves for his wife. He wrapped them up in a leaf, tied them to a parcel with a piece of dried glass. "It's just as well as I made her something to keep her hands warm," she said. "This winter is so chilly. I got picked up by a tiny scrap of red cloth that was left over and blew out of the window when it fluttered to the snowy ground." It was nearly midnight when Millie Mouse plodded past Samuel's house. She tried and cloth, and snow was falling on her ears and whiskers. She had been looking for a nut to give little Billy for Christmas, but she couldn't find one. As she passed the bottom of Samuel's tree, she saw something red flickering in the snow. What could it be? It was a tiny scrap of cloth. "Oh," he said, "the cloth is so soft and red Christmassy, it would be just right to make a scarf for Billy." Bill was asleep when Millie got home. She snipped and sewed. By the time the candle had burned out, she made a cozy scarf for Billy. She hadn't made anything to wrap it in, and she folded carefully but she under the tiny pring of the Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas morning, the princess opened her huge gold present, and Jenny's mom opened her red big present. The birdie's paw opened his small paper present, and Samuel's wife unwrapped her leaf, and Millie gave Billy his scarf. Each present was so soft and Christmassy that she just felt right. Just how Christmas should feel.